it's not under stouts or barley wine, I don't notice it usually on the board. So.
That's fair. And that's true of half of our clientele.
Coming to you virtually live from the Beer to Whiskey studios on the taproom floor of the Greenville Beer Exchange, or GBX as we sometimes call it, on South Lawrence Street, all block and a half of it, in glorious downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Big John in 5. It's where I get my good buddy here, Big John Richards, our resident certified Cicerone, to pick a beer from one of GBX's 22 or so taps, hundreds of cans and bottles in their retail store. You can probably see behind us here. We sniff, we sip, we kibitz. John tells us a little bit about the brewery. We hear a little bit about brewing. We drink a bunch of beer. And John, I'm even getting a little hoarse here.
Yeah. I'm just starting to feel, watered over the course of the day that we've had so far. So I think I'm finally starting to be able to talk like a normal human.
Yeah, it'll take me, because I work out of my house. I don't talk to people for days. So when I get out and somebody will actually talk to me, I sound like this.
It's great. Let's do it. Let's get some more in us.
All right.
This is Halfway Crooks out of Atlanta, a German Pilsner they do called Ada.
I've never heard of Halfway
So
Crooks.
they still don't have a big presence, even a big footprint, I don't think. But they are making some of the best lagers in the country. They are up there with Schilling and with like Jack's Abbey and those guys, as far as I'm concerned, making equally good beer. And only lagers, same as those guys do. That's all they do. And they're killing it. And we have had a run of Halfway Crooks on the board up there
really?
Over the last couple of months. One of our taps has been just rotating different Halfway Crooks through. And it's fantastic. Makes me so happy.
If it's not under stouts or barley wine, I don't notice it usually on the board. So.
That's fair. And that's true of half of our clientele. This is Barley Wine Central here. And we, I said earlier today to Russ, we're under contract. If we're doing an episode or a series here, we have to have a barley wine every time we film. So
yeah,
it's part of the deal.
Yeah, there you go.
But that said, as much as I love barley wine and big stouts and big beer, I have really become a consumer of lager and these very light, crisp things, as we have come to call them, our crispy boys. And this fits the bill, man, and they just absolutely hit the nail on the head with everything that they do, I think. It's fun. It's like, I'm going to talk about this beer being this, spicy, crispy, brisk, somewhat bitter, as far as lagers go for sure. But we talk about German beer, German lager, or German Pilsner specifically being the more spicy and dry and crisp side, and Czech Pilsner being the softer, more aromatic, a little smoother side. But having been to the source, I don't know that that's 100% accurate on both sides. Like the 5 different cities I visited in Germany all had wildly different Pilsners.
Really?
Yeah. So there's no one German kind of Pilsner. And
Right.
There's really no one Czech kind of Pilsner, except that they're the ones who kind of invented it, and Pilsner Urquell is the probably de facto national beer of Czech Republic. But it's a big spicy beer. And it's like, I walked over there and had a pint of that thing. I was like, whoa, this is way more aggressive than I remember. And that said, anytime you can get it from, the brewery,
Yeah.
it's a whole lot better. If I went down to Halfway Crooks, this would be a different beer than we got right now.
Yeah.
Even though they're
so.
only 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Let's take a sip.
I concur.
Excellent.
Text Miss Lily.
Here's to it. I hope you're drinking a beer with us when we do that, with these moments of silence. And if you're not, you're doing it wrong.
I need a shot of something to get me through one of these episodes. But bless your heart.
It's kind of what we're doing. Just get that earthy, spicy, floral, funky thing on the end. That is what I think of when I think of German Pilsner. That is, I think, what the Brewers Association and the BJCP thinks of when they think of German Pilsner. It seems to always have that bigger, spicy backbone versus the Czech side, but they're so similar in so many ways, and they can cross over each other, because this actually reminds me as much of Pilsner Urquell as it does anything I had in Germany.
Well, you mentioned earthy, and
it's
that
real
really,
earthy on the finish.
that really hits it on the head.
Yeah. And it's such this is such a crisp beer. It is so quick and so clean. And it's just as refreshing as it can possibly be. My mouth is watering thinking about it because I just want another sip.
Me too.
And this is the third one today, so like I said, we're really just getting started, but we've done all pretty light beers. We did that amber lager, we did that porter, we did this, and the porter is not any bigger than this beer.
Right.
Nor is it any bigger than the amber lager. All these beers that are so clean and so well structured or defined, that's what draws me to beer. And that's the big problem that I have with hazy IPA. As much as people like it, and as much as I'm not going to get on a horse about how it's bad, I prefer this. And when I came back.
Well, I do too.
When I came back from Germany, my buddy Brian came to pick me up from the airport, and he had my car while I was gone. He was gone for a month, and so he came pick me up in my car. He was like, "You want to get a beer?" I was like, I don't see why I should have a beer now. So we went and stopped at Local Q, one of our local places, one of my favorite places in town, and I looked at the board and I was like, at 25 beers, I was like, man, I just don't know what I can get here. So I ordered a Sierra Nevada hazy little thing. I was like, I know I like that beer. That'll get me right back in. That'll be fine. And much as I really do like that beer, I order it regularly. When I got back from Germany and took the first sip of that beer, I was like, oh my God, it's so thick. It just was overwhelming. And I got halfway through the beer and I was like, I'm not sure I can finish this thing. I did.
What's the ABV?
5.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 5.4, I think. Russ will correct me on the bottom if I'm wrong.
It's no Mick Ultra.
No. It's so flavorful for being so clean. It's remarkable. I love this. Our Therm Pro overlord here is ticking away. He's going to start yelling at us in a minute. And I've railed on long enough, so I think we can let these people go.
Anything else that we haven't?
Yeah, just Halfway Crooks. They're right in the shadow of the old Turner Field, and right in downtown, midtown, something. Summer Hills, I think, is the neighborhood that they're in, and it's a wonderful place, good people, and great beer.
Cool. All right.
Here we go. Bang.
So damn lucky. See you next time.